Now is the space for bodies to live and thrive. Not just as functions of this reality or elements of this reality, but as the space and the awareness of that which is beyond it, that lives here with and through us. We bring that space to the world in all of our weirdness and all of our difference. That's when you're being a space beyond this reality. When you're as weird as fuck as you actually are. That is the gift of you. You're miraculous, my beautiful friends. Literally. How much do you turn that down? How much do you use your miraculousness to prove that you're not miraculous? What if you no longer used your energy and your capacity to prove you were normal? What if you no longer believed that normal people have something you're missing and should have, and that you would be better if you were more normal? In actuality, you would be better if you gave up trying to be normal ever again. The greater you get, the greater our world gets also. Whatever you contribute, contributes to our world. Are you willing to be the potency the universe sees you as and knows you are? Allow yourself the gift of ease of surrender to something that truly cares for you. Let the universe embrace you in wholeness. Invite the future that you will become into today. Now is the space for your being to emerge. When you no longer have to avoid anything or anyone, you no longer have to avoid any energy. You can access any space. That's a recipe for peace in the world and in your world. What do you know that does not have the solidity of thinking? What do you know that you've been discounting because it simply exists as whispers through space, rather than solid objects? Would you be willing now to ask for that knowing within everything to contribute? Now is our space where we claim the difference of us. We are oneness. Now is our space for oneness to be. You are this, my beautiful friends. It's no longer a separation between any of it and you. Nor do you need to separate to have this reality or make it work. Instead, invite all of this and see what shows up. Ask to be it all. How much more undefined are you willing to be? How much freedom of no definition are you willing to be? That's where the freedom is, my beautiful friends, in no definition and no judgment. What are you, my beautiful friends, that you have not dared to know? What are we that we have not dared to be? I'd like to reawaken the magical you, the one that is okay receiving magically and miraculously. Often we see people receive things that they seem to have so much ease, and then we invalidate our being by not asking what I can be to receive that and more, and to have everything show up with total ease. You may go through a lot of ups and downs on this journey, but the downs will tend to be less down. It would be wonderful if we always had the space of us. This is what we are headed toward. There will be moments that you don't, but far more easily will you return to the space that you actually are, the space of the being that you are. And you'll be addressing what is not you that you decided was you, that no longer has to be part of the invented you walking through the world any longer. Instead of the invented you, the actual you will be able to be present, navigating your world. Now is the space, my beautiful friends. What would happen if you were out of control, out of definition, out of limitation, out of form, structure, and significance, out of linearity, and out of concentricities? Do you ever have one of those days, right after one of the most phenomenal days you've ever had, where you doubt if you have any value? What tends to happen is, we'll be off the charts phenomenal from our perspective, our point of view, our awareness. And then, right after that, we'll often do the thing of, I have no value. But what if you didn't have to avoid that? What if you could look at it in its dirty little eyes and go, I see you. I'm not hiding from this. I'm not avoiding it. I'm not hiding from you or this ever again. What is beyond this and behind this? What are you contributing to this ESB movement that you haven't acknowledged, that if you would allow you to start contributing that to you also? And then the need of others would diminish dynamically. What if, when you felt like you were the most off, what if you actually aren't? What if, for this particular journey, what if it's you being so different you have no connection to the judgment of how you were being received? What if, when you have no connection to the judgment of how you're being received, that is a space of undefined freedom and possibilities? But what if it's just so different that we then try to go back and create a judgment of how we are received? How far beyond others are you already? And how reticent are you? How much have you been hesitating going further beyond? What if now is the space for you to have the space of you that is beyond others? And recognize that being that space actually gives them space to be. So you don't have to contract your reality to be around them. Instead, expand into the space that is truly yours to be. And they will have space for their reality within yours. It's a totally different way of being that allows you to have you. But you'd have to get over the desire for the resistance and reaction that proves you're having you. You're amazing. Look at what you've gone through. And you still put one foot in front of the other. You are beautiful, just as you are right now. And even more is the beauty you will choose to be. The more you perceive the beauty you be, the more dynamically evident the beauty of others becomes. When you're looking through beautiful eyes, you see beauty everywhere. And yet, when you're truly beautiful as the being you are, and you grow up in a world that tries to kill it, that's the first thing you hide, your awareness of the beauty and the gift of you. Now is the space to unhide the beauty that you be. What space of infinite allowance awaits you, just waiting for you to choose to be it in every situation? What is possible to be that melty being you truly be? Remember, it's not what you choose, it's the space from which you choose it. It's not what you do, it's the space from which you do it. The answers that we've all been looking for are apparently not conclusions at all, but the melty space of being that gives us a different perspective and awareness of everything. What is it now the space to claim and own and be again? Now truly is the space, my beautiful friends.